What do most people want in life? They want leadership. They want someone to tell them what to do. We get it all the time. Now, when I talk about leadership, I don't necessarily mean a CEO of a company or a political leader or a spiritual leader. We just want people to tell us. You know, for example, where shall I go on holiday next year? I tell you what, I'll ask all my friends on social media. They'll all have an opinion. They'll give me some advice. They'll narrow down my choices. And the ones that I trust the most, or the ones that I know are most like me, and enjoy the same sort of things as me, are probably more likely to suggest a holiday that's more me than some random person who likes completely different hobbies to me. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? So when you're posting on social media, surely that's what you should be doing. I'm not talking about holidays, but just telling people your answers to their problems. So if it's weight loss, this is what I believe. I believe if you do A, you and B together, you will get outcome C, and outcome C is what you're looking for. Don't give people choices about these things. You know, people say, oh, Herbalife or anything like this is popular because it's a quick fix and it's cheap and it's easy and da-da-da-da. Well, it's not necessarily cheap, is it? But the point is, no. They just tell people what to do. Do this, take this drink, you'll lose weight. People want firm answers. In the day of Google, when there are 26 million articles on weight loss, they just want someone who says, if you do this, this is the result you'll get. Follow me. Do what I say. Pay me. Trust me. It's the same with business gurus, isn't it? If you think about it, it's totally the same. This is the email method you should use. You should give away free content. Different people say different things all the time, and they're often contradictory. In fact, I get it even in my own paid VIP group. It's getting confusing. You all have different opinions. That's why you have to stand up and be firm and be the leader who says, no, this is what I believe is correct. This is what has worked for me so far. This is what you should do. So that that person is no longer confused. They have clear direction. Then, obviously, a bit of academic ability and a bit of knowledge about what you're doing, or some experience, will also say that if the path you set them, path A, doesn't quite work for them, you have an alternative path B, or a path C, or a path D, until you get the perfect combination for that person. That's whether that's losing weight, whether that's what area to buy a house in, whether that's where to go on holiday, whether that's business advice. That's how it works. But your job, your marketing role isn't necessarily a Facebook advert, isn't necessarily an email, isn't necessarily writing an expert book. What it actually is becoming a leader to a section of people. A section of people. For one thing, maybe. Not for everything. You know, we turn to different people for different advice about different subjects. I wouldn't necessarily ask my gardener, the guy that comes around, who's a great and lovely guy and does lots of bits and pieces of work around my house, for spiritual guidance. Yeah, I trust him on things like, you know, how do I get an Ethernet cable put into my house? So it's not one leader for everything, is it? It's becoming known for the one thing. And being very clear about what your message is. That will really help people. Being clear. Not too many choices, not two opportunities for them to think. So you educate them, yes, but you educate them in a way where they don't really have to think too hard. Because they've got other things to do in their lives. You all forget this. They've got other things they want to be getting on with. So let's see some posts today that actually make a stand and actually say something to somebody and start to build a following and people who trust you and people who relate to you. And there are always going to be people who don't, but there's always going to be people that do as well. And I will, presumably, I would imagine, post yet another video tomorrow for you. I hope that helps a little bit. It was a long video today. Speak to you soon. Bye.